What's good, y'all? You're kicking it with your girl, Lady T, at my crib. Just wanted to say what's up to everybody who's been supporting the project. I really, really appreciate it. For those of you who don't know, Unfinished Business is out. It's released. I finally did it. And I wanted to give my props to everybody that's on the project. So I'm going to do a little rundown real quick of everyone who's involved, starting with track 1 to track last. Track 1 is called Unfinished Business, and it is something that you're just going to have to hear. It's all bars, and it's all just me expressing the game, the music game, the industry, life, going through it as I'm going through it. And in the beginning, there's a little surprise for you. It's some footage from a video that was actually taken outside of Sub T in Chicago in Wicker Park, and it's just one of my favorite tracks that I've done. And you'll have to listen to it to hear the substance in it, because I've really tried to give you guys a little more of me other than just club tracks. So going into number 2 is called Ain't Gotta Lie to Kick It. Shout out to DJ D-Man. He snapped. He produced the beat. He produced the track. If you guys don't know, DJ D-Man is legendary. The legendary DJ D-Man. He has produced hundreds of songs. He's worked with a lot of artists out west. And shout out to everybody who's worked with him too. A friend of anyone on this project is a friend of mine. And D-Man did Dookie Booty, so do your research. But he was definitely a pleasure, a joy to work with. Great person, great producer. He actually mixed and mastered the entire project. So I want to make sure that I give the right props to DJ D-Man. Going into number 3 is your first Mwahaha. And you'll just have to listen to that. You'll get to know Conchita. And she's a character herself. Going into number 4, Gotta Have It, produced by DNA, featuring Casino. This track is an older track that I did when I was a little younger. Not that I'm old or anything, you know, I'm only like 20-something. So, shout out to DNA, shout out to Casino. Like I said, I performed that track years ago, and we had a lot of fun writing it, and it's just, you know, a booty shaking, fun chick track, and talking about just, you know, getting your nails done, going out, having a good time. Anything you want, you know, you gotta have it. Going to the mall, spending money, popping tags. I mean, just fun. It's a fun track. So that's number 4, Gotta Have It. Number 5 is another Mwahaha. So you just gotta check that one out. Number 6 is called About Last Night, featuring one of my favorite singers, hands down, Rose Red. Rose Red is from Chicago. She is Chicago's very own. I don't even want to categorize her with any other artist, but, you know, she reminds me of Mariah Carey. She reminds me of Mary J. Blige. She has so much soul in her voice, and it's just so different and so unique. And this track, About Last Night, is a true story about, you know, the way I feel or the way I felt about a friend, and just some, you know, things go down sometimes, and as you get older you realize it's not like it used to be in middle school, you know, we're like, oh my god, I think he likes me, let me pass him a note. No, sometimes, you know, things just happen, and you just let life happen as it does itself. So number 7 is Where I'm From, featuring Miles, and I want to thank you guys for the feedback on that song. Miles is a very, very beautiful singer. He has a gorgeous voice, and this song, I got a little personal without being too personal. I generalized a lot of thoughts on that song, but my mother is a recovering alcoholic, and shout out to my mama. It's just talking about where I'm from, and where I'm from isn't really the prettiest place, you know. I come from a place where older sisters and brothers are forced to help raise their little sisters and brothers. Childhood is taken away by absence of their fathers, who were pushed away, locked up, or don't even bother. You know, that's where I come from. I come from a place where a lot of us, you know, miss that father-parent figure in our life. And it goes into a little bit about 12 steps. If you guys don't know what 12 steps are, it's part of a recovery program for alcohol and drug addictions anonymous programs. I referenced it very, very lightly, but I want you to know there's a reason for the number if you're not familiar with it. And then the third verse in Where I'm From talks about how I feel about my grandmother, and rest in peace to my grandmother. She really held me down too, and a day doesn't go by that I don't miss her. And anyone who's ever lost a grandparent who was a big part of their life, I'm sure you guys feel the same way. So that's number 7. That's Where I'm From. Number 8 is an interlude. The beat is produced by Monty, DJ Monty, Made Entertainment. Shout out to Monty. The interlude is just what it is. It's not a full track, but the bars go hard and they go deep. And you know, if you want to get a little bit beyond the surface of Lady T, the interlude will give you a little description of some of my thoughts. Number 9 is the Shot Caller remix, and y'all should know the song already. I mean, when I heard the beat at first, I loved it, and I wanted to bring my own swag to the track. You know, I hate using the word swag, but I guess that's how I'm going to describe it to you. And it's just it's a female version of Shot Caller, and you got to check it out. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the women out there that hold themselves down, because it's not always easy. You know, I'm not a feminist or anything, but I really do believe in holding down my gender, because I am in a male-dominated industry, and everything that I have to say is relevant to anybody, period. But I definitely hold down the women, and I definitely want all the women out there to know that we don't gotta, you know what I'm saying, we don't gotta juice nobody for anything that they have. We don't need to use people, all that, the whole stereotype of women living off of men. You don't have to live that life, and if you take care of yourself, pat yourself on the back, pat yourself on the back. This is how to fly with broken wings. Shout out to Gonzo for the tat. Love it, love it. But that's the Shot Caller remix. So I'm going to get into number 10, which is Party at the Club, featuring Malaya Moves and Sarcastic. Shout out to y'all. You have been part of this music journey for a couple years now, and you guys both do your thing. You guys got to check out Malaya, Sarcastic, everybody on the project, Miles, Rose Red. But Party at the Club is a shake your ass type of track. You know, you just got to listen to it. I mean, you ever had a party at the club? Did it ever start at the house? Go into your car, go into the lobby, and then you're in the club and you're already ready to just set it off and kick the night off, right? That's Party at the Club. Getting into number 11, that's Mwahaha. Gotta check that one out. That's the last official Mwahaha on the CD. And going into number 12 is Staying For You. Now, Staying For You, I was really, really skeptical about putting on, because that was the first track I've ever recorded, and that was back in probably 2005 or 2006. So shout out to D-Man for resurrecting the song. I definitely, the files have been passed over and over and over to the point where we just basically had to do what we could with the song, but a lot of fans liked it, especially during the MySpace days when I was putting music on MySpace. That was one of the songs that really got a lot of attention, so I put that on there for any of the people that have been supporting me over the years, who've really gave me good feedback on that track. So thank you, and shout out to y'all, you, the people watching this, the people who support me, because I couldn't do it without you. I really, really couldn't. And I love this. This is what I was born for. So you guys are helping me fulfill my destiny, and I hope that you get something out of my music. So after listening to Unfinished Business, you'll be able to know a little bit more about my past, and you know, the things that I like to do, the way I like to kick it. And I hope you also know, you know, some of my outlook on life. And anyways, that's number 12 thing for you. Going, getting back on subject because I be having ADD sometimes. Number 13 is I Guess. I Guess is one of the songs that I love off of this project because it showcases a different side of me. And it's just talking, it's just me kind of being real nonchalant, like, yeah, you know what I mean? I went through a couple things with my ex, and yeah, whatever, I guess everything you're saying is right, I guess this, but you just have to listen to it. It showcases a different style of Lady T. So, hope you enjoy it. Then going into the last official track is number 14. It's called Someone Like You, and the beat is produced by Loose Cannon Beats. Shout out to Loose Cannon. I'm the shout out queen. I gotta shout everybody out that's on this project. But I remember that I was on the phone with Loose Cannon, and I told him, I was like, man, I'm really, really feeling Someone Like You by Adele, which that's the name of the track, Someone Like You, which is an Adele remix. And when we were vibing off Adele's track, Someone Like You, he was like, I could do a beat, I could remake the beat to this. And I was like, okay, that sounds dope. So it all just came together real beautiful, and the song was already written. It was written about my first love. It was written about my first love, and obviously we didn't work out, and that's okay because it made a beautiful song, and Loose Cannon really showcased his talent on there too by bringing that beat to life in a completely different way. So that's the whole CD. There's a little bonus on there, but you got to listen to it. And I really hope you enjoy it. Shout out to JC for helping me out. JC really put in a lot of time and a lot of work as far as helping me find the resources to make this project possible as fast as it came about. And for those of you who missed the CD release party, we did it at Sub T and at the I Still Love Her event. Shout out to Lady Gemstar, shout out to Kick-Ass. Man, like, the event was so beautiful, and I appreciate every single person who supported it, who came out. The CD release party was a success. My bad for the sirens, I mean, this is Chicago, guys, but yeah, the CD release party was great. And I Still Love Her is an event that goes on at Sub T in Wicker Park every fourth Monday of the month, and it showcases the feminine side of hip-hop art. So make sure you guys check that out. You know what I mean? It's definitely an experience. That's all I can tell you. You have to be there to know what I mean. So I hope I gave everybody the right credit. Just shout out to everybody on this project, anybody part of the production, and to the people who listen. I love you. I love you. I need you. I appreciate you. I couldn't do this without anyone who's there to listen and there to support. And make sure you check out my website, www.ladytchicago.com. I'm working on it still, but it has pictures up from the CD release party. It has video clips. It has a download link for the project if you don't have it. So make sure you cop Unfinished Business, y'all. Okay? Shout out to 77 Graphics for the graphic designing on the project. And like I said, I gave myself basically a month to wrap this project up. So by the release, April 23rd, the 30 days prior to that were probably some of the busiest days of my life. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. So that's about it, guys. You're kicking it with Lady T. Twitter at Lady T Chicago. Facebook.com/LadyTChicago. And don't forget, LadyTChicago.com.